Hi, my name is Jason Woods. Welcome to Chasing the Apex. So I am pretty excited today. I have a guest driver, Jeffrey Myers. And so Jeff Myers here is a former SCCA racer, and he's volunteered to come test the 4C, and I'm really excited to see it. So I'm going to turn it over to Jeff. If you're new to the channel, what we do here is we look for driving nirvana. What does that mean? That means we look for the best cars, the best roads, and we try to communicate the emotion and the experience that driving brings. Thanks for watching Chasing the Apex.
What's going on, folks? Jeff here. This guy has high expectations today, but what he doesn't know is I've never driven an Italian car. So you guys are going to witness that today. So I'm just going to take it out for a couple laps, see what it does, and I don't know, we'll see what happens.
I have the day off and I'm drinking beer, by the way. That's what I'm doing. I have the day off. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, he's taking the day off from YouTube, apparently, at my expense, but whatever. He owes me a beer after this.
Yeah, he will definitely get a beer.
All right, guys, see you in a little bit. All right, here we are, folks. My first ride in an Italian car. Let's get to it. Bonafide race car. I mean, there's no electronic assist here. I mean, this is just all you. And I like that. I like that rough feeling. I mean, even taking this thing through the turns, you're like, I don't even know what it's gonna do, but it's hanging on, and I'm hanging on, but it's so exciting. I mean, you get that adrenaline boost, and it's just there. As far as brakes go, brakes are great. I mean, I have no complaints. It'll stop you if you need to, but it's not overly sensitive. So I think the brakes are really well made, and definitely provides a lot of control there. I mean, this car is just about control. I mean, if all you guys that like European cars are probably going to hate me for this, but just remember that, I mean, I've really only driven Japanese cars. I mean, minus the Volkswagens here and there, and a couple BMWs. This is my first time in an Italian car. But, with that aside, my description of this is, if a WRX STI and a Toyota MR2 actually went on a date in Italy and found their way into a gamma ray chamber and fornicated and had a baby, this is what it would be. I mean, this thing is a beast, man. It is a fun car. Last words is, I freaking want one. I mean, just everything about this car. I mean, just you can hear the chassis kind of twisting up on you when you're taking turns, and you can kind of hear the outside noise. You can definitely hear the motor and the blow-off valve and the turbo. And I mean, it's all right there. This is just such a great driver's car. The design is good. I mean, I'm not really big on futuristic looks, but I mean, it still looks good. It's nothing wrong with this look. I think the rear end looks a lot better than the front. The front kind of looks like, maybe a little bit of Aliens and Futurama, kind of laughed and designed the car, but I don't know. It still looks good. But remember, I'm a 90s kid, so I really like boxy looks, and I mean, anything that would just suck air when you're trying to drive through it. This thing's just aerodynamic. And, I don't know. It looks good. I would buy one. I really like how low you sit in this car too. It reminds me of my very first car, which was a Honda CRX. I mean, this definitely isn't for us older folks to be getting in and out of. But once you're in it, you're fine. I mean, it's pretty comfortable.
Okay, Jeff. So thanks for taking this out for me. Thanks for doing this for me. So it's really a special occasion for me, obviously, to have you here. I know you don't give a shit, but the reality is like, first of all, I haven't seen you in a couple of years, so that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah. It's been 2 years.
Yeah.
In person, for sure.
In person, for sure, because I see you every week, twice a week, online. Slim. And I know your experience, in four wheels is like way more than mine is. I mean, I've got more experience on two wheels, I'll give you that. But I know your experience on four wheels far supersedes mine. So Give us your final thoughts, man.
Final thoughts. All right. First time driving an Italian car.
Okay.
Final thoughts is I'm gonna have a smile on my face for about 4 weeks now. That is a fun car. I mean, it's perfect for a guy like me. I like small cars. I like small cars with a lot of power.
Yeah.
And that's what this has. I mean, it is a go-kart, and I mean, I was kind of saying it, you know, during the video, like, it's very Neanderthal, right? It is.
It's like, raw, right?
It's raw. It's like literally you get in it and you're like, this car was made to race, right? And I mean, it's so rough, and you're constantly hanging on when you're going through the turns. You're like, oh, you know. But it's the excitement of driving, right? And it puts you in the car, puts you in the seat of a race car, and you feel that excitement and that adrenaline and that, you know, and you're scared at the same time, and you're just like, oh my God, this is so great, you know.
You're like, I'm in too deep. I must commit. I must commit.
Yeah, but you know, it's not hard to drive, right? I mean, you can definitely feel, you know, the weight in the back, right? But I mean, other than that, it's still confidence inspiring, especially that you have, knowing that you have to hang on at every moment that you're driving this car, you know. But the fact that you make the turn,
there's no one-handed cool guy driving this.
No. Both hands all the time. And yeah, I mean, it's just, you're going through the turns and you make it out of the turn, and you're like, oh my God, I survived. So, you know, it's confidence inspiring. So, I mean, it is a great driver's car. Like, I mean, this is something, you know, it's obviously a 2018 model, but it feels like a sports car out of the 90s, right?
It does.
And I mean, and that's when I grew up, so that
right.
so it brings me back home.
Same.
You know, and it's just like, man, this is so great. Just everything about it, I like. I mean, even doing the gymnastics to get into the car. That's when you know that you're about to drive a race car. Right? It's not uncomfortable to get into, you know. And I mean, I've been in the cars that had, you know, 8-point roll cages, and that's what it feels like. You know?
Right.
So no, it's good, man. I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. And I'll probably be looking at Italian cars for the next 4 weeks on, you know, all types of, you know, dealership sites and all that other stuff, and until this all wears off, and I remind myself that I'm a dad and I don't make a whole lot of money. But
well, the reality is once an adrenaline addict, always an adrenaline addict.
That is true. You know, and I am almost 40, so I'm going into my midlife crisis right now. So, you know, I think once I turn 40, I'll be able to actually push that envelope and, hey babe, you know, I need to get a sports car. You know,
there you go.
Two-seater, by the way.
Just two.
May or may not be Italian now. I'm not sure, but yes, no, it's definitely a great car, man. And I mean, I'm a big fan of turbos, and that turbo does it justice. I mean, I don't know what turbo's in there. I'm gonna go look at it when I get home, but I mean, in dynamic and sport mode, that thing spools up like a champ, and boom, you're just pinning your shit. You're like, you come back, right? I mean, it's all about schedules and all that other good stuff. But no, I mean, you definitely sparked another fire back in me. So,
do you think we can make him a car tuber? Do you think we can? Because I'm a car tuber.
Probably not, because I don't know anybody that will give me cars. Jason's the only one. And
Jason will give him cars.
I honestly think he made a big mistake. Wait until he sees the footage.
Well, guys, thanks for watching Chasing the Apex. Jeff, thanks for showing up, man.
Yep, anytime.
All right, brother.
All right, boss.
All right, man.
Enjoy, guys.
We'll see you guys on next week. So we're going to move to a next week's schedule. I'm going to try and move back to a weekly schedule. I know we've released a lot this month. Just to try and mellow it out and level it out. I've got a lot of content to edit, and I need the time to edit it. So see you guys later, and thank you for your time, as always. I know you guys have another choice, and you guys have many other choices, and we appreciate you spending your time here with us.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Chasing the Apex. I'm gonna do the finger thing too.
Finger things.
See,
Peace out.
I'm behind on the cool guy stuff.